Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram. And welcome to Flosstube 55. Today is, what is today? Today is Wednesday, the 10th of July. It's Frogwarts Eve of 2024. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are returning, welcome back to my Hot Mess Express. If you are new, this is my little corner of YouTube where I talk about all things cross stitch. This corner is where Ross talks about whatever he wants to talk about. I just realized I need to move you guys over a little bit so he has some more room. I am filming on a Wednesday. I will get into that in a moment. I apologize if you can hear some coughing. Ross is home. He is very unwell. If you can hear construction, it's because it's a Wednesday and there is building all around us. I have my window open. Well, my window's closed, but my blind and the shutter is open, so it's a whole thing. We have had a massive uptake in subscribers from my whip parade. So welcome if you have come over from that. I am in a different space. So normally you would be seeing this behind me with my whip thingy because I'm normally sitting at my desk. And there is a reason I'm not sitting at my desk today, and that is because the amount of pain I am in is next level. So I had a medical procedure at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Drove myself there, drove myself back. Not sure driving myself back was a good idea. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm just in a lot of pain. So I'll explain. I don't mind sharing. So, you know, being a woman can be quite difficult. And I have been suffering from extreme pain for many years, and nobody has taken it seriously. So, finally had enough after the kidney infection that I had in December, which turns out wasn't a kidney infection. It was a cyst that burst, which was, you know, a whole lot of fun. And then I ended up getting scans because of that. And they confirmed my diagnosis of adenomyosis and endometriosis. So yay. So I will need surgery in about a year. They did do something yesterday that is hopefully going to ease some of my pain for a little while. I don't know. The doctor said it was going to hurt while I was in there, and it just felt like a really bad cramp. So I don't know. Meds have worn off, so today I'm in a little bit of pain. So that's why I'm sitting in my stitchy spot, because it's a couch, it's cushy, and it's not as much pressure. So buckle in, because this is going to be a long video. There is a lot. I'm on leave now until next Wednesday because it's Frogwarts season. As you can see, I've got my little setup happening because I am on the Literate common room team this year, which is so much fun. I'm so excited. But because I haven't filmed in a month, like you saw my whip parade, but I haven't filmed a regular Flosstube in a month, there is a lot of stitching updates. There is a lot of haul in a month. It's fine when I film every 2 weeks. It doesn't look like much, but filming monthly, it looks like a lot. So I'm just going to jump in. Nothing is in order. There are new starts everywhere. And I mean, like, the level of new starts that I have is actually crazy. And most of them are to fulfill Frogwarts prompts. One is because every time my friend Kat from Kat Can Sew shows this project, I want to start it. And it works out that it fits like 50% of the Frogwarts prompts, so you know that just gave me an excuse to start it. I did a birthday start with my friend Jess over at Ladybug Stitches. So there is a lot of new starts. Do I have cover photos for everything? Probably not. Ross is gonna have to go get insert happy here because I'm pretty sure I just put one away because I organized my stuff for the stash dives for Frogwarts. So it's fine. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to jump into my first thing. My first thing is a fully finish. I participated in the Black Needle Society Something Wicked This Way Comes finishing class with Lois from Lady.Creates. And in my previous regular Flosstube, you will have seen I had started the small, I had finished the small, and I FFO'd the small. So this is the small that we created with Lois from Lady.Creates. And then, don't look at my blanket stitching too closely. And that's the back. And this is the mirror that we got in the box. And it sits in there. So this is Bring Me Her Heart by Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. And this is an FFO. So I learnt how to fully finish something in a different way than a frame, which is super exciting. Okay, that's my fully finished, and I'm pretty sure my only finish. I don't have any finishes. I've got something that's ridiculously close to a finish, which I will show you when I get over this pile. So the first thing I want to show, which I have a cover photo for, is Frederick the Literate by Dimensions. I'm stitching this for my best friend's mum. This has had a chunk of progress since my last regular Flosstube, and it has got park threads, and I apologize, but it is out of the Q-snap. And this is where I'm up to. So we've hit over 50%, and most of the work that I put in was in here. So I finished this book completely, this book, and then I've put in everything else. So yeah, it's so cute. This will go back to being my Saturday focus post Frogwarts, and it will get some much needed work on it for my Saturday stitching. I just figured I don't even know where I'm going to put these. Chucking that back in the bag. Okay, next up is Max. This is a chart that I created myself from a photo I took of my sister's cat. This has had so much work since my last regular video. If you saw my whip parade, it had a decent chunk of progress. I'm not sure if it had this much, but this has also got park threads, and I don't want to move them out of the way very much because it's just... Anyway, this is where this is up to. So it's had so much work. So much work. This is my Sunday focus, and it will go back to being my Sunday focus post Frogwarts. But like, this is the awning overhang of my mum's house. This is her filigree, like, privacy screening into her backyard. And then obviously Maxie and his little nose. So yeah, that's where Maxie's up to. It's had so much progress. Okay, that's all. All right, something that got some progress, and that's to set it up for a Frogwarts finish, or not Frogwarts finish, for a Frogwarts prompt. That is the Evolutions Cafe chart from Glitch Stitch AU. I'm stitching this along with my bestie Cass Crosses and Mel Rouvray, and I met Mel in person, and it was so cool. I'm just gonna have a little fangirl, and she just sent me a care package this week. Anyway, I'm stitching this with Mel and Cass, and I'm set this up for some Frogwarts stitching, and this is where I'm up to. So I filled in this whole outline, brought it down, and then I started filling in Jolteon. Oh my god, my nose is itchy. So yeah, that is where Evie Kitties is up to. So it's in a Q-snap ready to go for Frogwarts for the prompt something or someone sleeping. I'm just trying to find my other whips. Okay, next thing that I worked on, which is today that I have been working on, is the Femurs and Fungi Stitch Along from Fine Frog Stitching. Cannot wait for the next one. The next one goes on sale tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. Have a look at their Instagram page. That's on a green and I cannot wait for that. I don't have fabric, but I'm going to dye something because I need to stitch that. Anyway, Femurs and Fungi. This is where I'm up to. So, you know, this thread is really helpful. So I finished this frame completely, finished the femur completely, and then I've been working in these two little portraits, and then I'll go down and work on this. I'm using this for the Fandom Stitching Ariel's Treasure Trove Finishes, something or other that it's called. Each part counts as a finish. So these two little portraits, which is like 144 stitches in the thing, is one part, which is a finish. So I'm working on this today. So this is going to stay out also. Okay. Ooh, I just kicked my whole setup. I've also been working on getting things to a specific point for Frogwarts finishes because they are also worth points. I'm missing one. Here we go. Everything is everywhere. Now my organization for Frogwarts is everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this later. The first thing that I have been working on, which if you saw my whip parade, this has had the most intense progress of probably everything. And this is missing its needle, which is really concerning. It's gonna be on my couch somewhere. This is Reindeer Names by Spooky and Steve. For Frogwarts finishes, if you leave 500 stitches, you get 4 points. And then every 500 stitches is like an additional 4 points, whatever. So I left 500 stitches on this, and this is what it looks like. It's crazy, isn't it? So this, what is left is 1,000 tent stitches. So if you can see, Comet and Rudolph is not, and it's not fully completed. So it's 1,000 tent stitches, which is 500 crosses for a Frogwarts finish. So this has had the most insane amount of progress because in my whip parade, all we had was the Reindeer, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, this vine, and then V and part of I. So Ixen, that, and everything below it has been stitched since my last video, which it just blows my mind because it's like, Liz, you can finish things really quickly, just you need to get on it. It's just not smart. I'm not smart sometimes, which is fine. But yeah, so I've left easy tent stitches for Frogwarts finishing. I have nowhere to put everything. Let's just hope for the best. Okay, I also pulled out Summer in Stars Hollow by the Black Needle Society. This is what this looks like. This is my last Stars Hollow I have left. And again, for this one, I got it down to 500 stitches for a finish. And it's just crazy. This is what 500 stitches left to go on Summer in Stars Hollow looks like. So yeah. That will hopefully be another finish. So, you know, this video is like a whole bunch of new starts. My next video could be a whole bunch of finishes if it all goes well. Okay. Speaking of new starts, one of the prompts for Frogwarts this week is to stitch on something with a coin, and I could not find anything and realized I had a pattern in my pattern keeper of a thing with a coin, and I'm not really going to show you. I won't get Ross to put in a cover photo because it doesn't have one and it's almost finished. And it is this little Niffler with a coin. And this is from Luna Fox Art. All I need to do is put in the rest of the purple stripes and then the stamp border and then backstitch the stamp border. And this will hopefully also be another Frogwarts finish because there is 500 stitches left on this as well. So I'm stitching this on an 18 count Mystery Volcano. I didn't share the fabric for everything else, but it's 18 count of some variety. So that's what my little Niffler dude looks like. It is coin. So that's another potential finish and a new start. Okay, the next thing that I started, which is the most dismal start in my current whip rotation, is Harry Potter Spells. I don't know who it's from. I've had this for forever. And it calls for a whole bunch of DMCs, but I decided, and I'm trying to untangle everything, I decided to kit them up in rainbow silks. So these are some of my colors and my greens. And they are from Silks For You. They were part of either my Silk of the Month or my seasonal silks. And then the floss palettes are from Ginger Stitch AU. Make sure you go and purchase some because they are fabulous. And when I say like my start is dismal, this is what I have. And this is on an 18 count navy. It's literally for one Frogwarts prompt. But yeah. I've wanted to start it for ages, and this just gave me an excuse to start it. I have no space. Okay. Alright. For Jess's birthday, I'm gonna have to get Ross to put in a cover photo because I've put the chart away. For Jess's birthday, on the 23rd of June, we started the Mad Tea Party by Bella Filipina. I think that's what it's called. It's Alice. And I haven't finished Snow, but I wanted to start this with Jess because Jess gifted me the chart and the needle minders. And this was my tiny start. That is because I had none of the Krynic, I have none of the beads, and I was missing a couple of DMCs. So yeah, that is my tiny start. This is stitched on a 32 count Tea Rose from Sew It All Australia. So I will get back to that. I want to finish Snow first, and she's closer to a finish. But I did want to start it for Jess's birthday, so we started it for her birthday. Okay, I have 2 more starts. I'm going to pop one side of this Q-snap off so I can show you. So my friend Kat from Kat Can Sew, if you don't follow her or haven't seen any of her videos, go give her a follow. She's fabulous. She has been stitching Haunted Mansion, I think it's called Happy Haunts, from Good Morning Maui. And every time I see her stitch it, I want to stitch it. And she told me that it fits so many prompts for Frogwarts, so I decided to start it. Now, the biggest learning curve I had on this was I decided to dye my own 32 count even weave, which, you know, dyed my hands purple, if you saw those stories. Got a decent color. It never shows up correctly. But this is my start. So this does have fractionals, which is why I'm doing it on a 32 count even weave. I wish this showed like true to color. Probably like this dark. I don't know. It's darker than what it's showing up. So yeah, floating eyeballs. And then the gargoyle will go in here. I just wanted to get like anchor points done. And then a lot of this is just fill in, which is going to be good challenge stitching for Frogwarts, because this fits a lot of like back-to-back prompts on the Sunday US, Monday for us, which is like 11 p.m. Sunday night for me, 12 a.m. Monday, 1 a.m. Monday, 2 a.m. Monday, 3 a.m. Monday. And then I think we have 4 a.m. Monday. No, we have a break, then a stash dive, then 6 a.m. Monday or something like that. It's intense. I've got it next to me, but, you know, I'm not grabbing my schedule out now. So, yeah, I finally started that. I made I made this needle minder, Madame Leota, with a pin I bought from Disney. And I bought the pin from Disney specifically to make a needle minder for when I started this. So I also made a needle minder, which was, you know, a learning experience for me. Yeah, I know someone asked on Instagram how I fold my excess fabric into my Q-snap, and this is a really easy way to show you because now I'm going to do it. So this is the bottom. I just roll this in and then roll that in and then stick it in a grime guard, which is what I'm going to do so it doesn't go everywhere. So yeah, this is going to get some work for a lot of prompts because of my next piece, which is the Frogwarts Year 5 band sampler. There is no point in showing you a cover photo because Liz only has 3 stitches left on this band sampler. I do have my needle minders on here. I am just going to move them out the way a little bit. And then I do have a hanging thread from my final 3 stitches. And this is the Year 5 band sampler from Katie Landis of the Black Needle Society. Yeah. It's insane. I started this on the 1st of July, 2024, and it will be finished tomorrow during the opening ceremony. The final 3 stitches are literally down here, but everything else is done. Grop looks a little bit washed out on this fabric. You can see it so much better in person, but this fabric just doesn't photograph well. This is something that I hand dyed myself. Like it's pink. Like it's got patches of pink and you can't see it, and it's so frustrating. But I changed out the veil to be all treasure braid. I changed the prefect badge to be Slytherin. I've added some metallics, and I changed my spells into variegated. And then the chains on the Weasley's brooms are also variegated. So this will be finished tomorrow for 100 points for Slytherin, for the common room. So that's super exciting. And I'm glad I started all that extra stuff because I've had to obviously find things to fit all the challenges that this would have fit. So I'm super excited. I shared that earlier and people were losing their mind a little bit. It is at 99.97% complete, and the 0.03% will get finished as soon as Katie says term is open and we can and it counts for a finish. So I'm super excited for that. This is the fastest I have stitched this band sampler, including the 1/1 quote, which I don't do because I'm on 8 or I backstitch it, is something like 12,200. It's 12,242 stitches. So yeah, intense. I've put it away. I also started my all-in-one Frogwarts piece. My brain decided to do it 1/1 on 32 count, so it's itty bitty tiny. And I did take a comparison photo for a couple of friends and I sent it through to them. And it just blew their mind as to the difference between 18 count and 32 count. Like, you know it in your head, but then you actually see it and it's crazy. So they are my whips. I'm going to jump into haul because there is a lot. I got my fabric of the month. I got an order from my LNS. I've gotten 2 silk of the months plus my seasonal silks. It's been a lot. So I put in an order with my LNS for some more overdyed threads. And these are just the ones that are called for in Frogwarts that were running a bit low. Plus one of the new colors, which is the Dolce de Leche. I hope I pronounced that correctly because we don't really have that here. So I got that, and I got Coral Reef, but that's already been put away in the bag. Okay, I'm going to jump into my fabric of the month because I got a cone of doom, like a giant cone of doom. My fabric of the month dyer, who I order from, Crafty Leanie, she put out a note on her Facebook page saying she was going to order a whole bunch, and if we wanted one, to order. So I think I'm set for 310 for life. This is 2100 meters of DMC 310. So I'm so excited for my giant cone of doom. This is the coolest thing that I have ever purchased. So excited for her. And because Leanie was shipping that to me, she shipped my fabric with it. So I get an 18 count and a 32 count even weave. And this is the June 2024 fabric of the month, and it is called Poseidon. And it is beautiful. So this is the 18 count. It's getting blown out. This is like, there we go. Just, it's stunning. Such a nice blue. So that is the 18 count. I'm pretty sure we were sharing photos of how this dyed, and everybody's looked completely different. Okay, and then my 32 count even weave. Stay. Looks a little bit more tealy. It has a little bit more green. So this is my 32 count. Again, washed out. It's a dark. Is this gonna work? Not really. Anyway, so this is Poseidon. It does have more so on the back. You can see it's got some green through it as well. And Leanie says, this is our first immersion dye of the year and was inspired by Greek mythology. The blue and green gave me different ocean color vibes because some counts came out quite dark and some came out much lighter, much like the ocean is many different colors, depending on where you are in the world. I'm hoping to create a few more Greek mythology themed fabrics in the near future, which I absolutely love because I am Greek. Greek mythology is fun. So these are my two fabrics. See how differently they dyed. So they were my fabric of the month fabrics. I have also signed up to Color Cascades fabric of the month, which is brand new. I'm so excited. That fabric is on its way, so I will show you that to you. Oh my gosh, in my next video. My jumper is trying to strangle me. I'm going to show you my silk first, and then I will show you the Forbidden Fiber Co. I think it was Countdown to the Summer Solstice box that I ordered. It was just the fabric. So, all right, I got my May Silks for You Silk of the Month, which were these amazing shades of blue. Some of them look really samey on the screen, but in person they are quite different. So if I put them in gradient order, there we go. So they are the May. They are fairly blue. There we go. So they are stunning. They need to be added to my collection. And then yesterday in the mail, I got the June Silks for You, and they are stunning. Oh, I love green. So they are the June Silk of the Month. Love them, love them. And then in between both of those, I got my seasonal silk. And this is for summer. And holy cannoli, did we get a bunch of different colors. So these are the seasonal silks. So this is Summer 24 number 4, which is a very bright yellow. This is Summer 2024 number 3. This is Summer 2024. This is number 2. This is Summer 24 number 1, which is just glorious. Then we got PR082, which is this amazing variegated mini hank. And then the final one, which is the summer colors altogether, which is summer 2024 number 5, which is just insanity. Absolutely love that. They are my silks. Yay, silk. So much silk. I'm gonna have to put them all on drops and hang them in my cupboard in their color order. Okay, so I got my Forbidden Fiber Co. Summer solstice box, and I thought I ordered the 32 count, but I must have ordered the 18 count because that's what I got. And then I went back and checked, and I did order the 18 count. So I don't know what Liz's brain was thinking, but it's fine. I use 18 count. Not all of these have cards, but the bags that they came in had the name on them. So the first one up is this red, and this is called Hot Tamale. So it's much redder than it's showing up, but that is so pretty. Next up, this is Pumpkin, which is cute. The urge to say pom-pom after pumpkin was very strong. This is called Tiger Lily. So I got the Vivid box, for just to be specific. Look at that. That's insane. This is Marmalade. Because this box came in Vivid and in lighter. This is called Minion, which is a banana yellow. If you know, you know. This one is called Bright Lime, which is really pretty. This one is called Prairie. Green. I swear greens never show up true to color on camera. This one is called Argyle. It's darker than what is showing up. Oh my gosh. This one is called Royal. A few more. This one's called Dewberry. I love this color. This is so pretty. Okay, second last one. This is called Fig. Oh, I swear purple doesn't show up well either. It's brighter than what is showing up. Like it shows up really dark and washed out, but Fig. And this final one is called Plum. And again, it's not showing up true to color, which is super frustrating. Like it looks brown, but it's a like pinky purple. Annoying. So they were my my summer solstice countdown fabrics from Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm so excited to have these in my stash, and these are 1/8 of a yard for each cut. So I cannot believe I'm only 33 minutes into this video, because I thought it was going to be way longer with the amount of projects I've had, but clearly I have spoken at race car speeds. It happens. Okay, so my plans for the next 2 weeks. 1 week is Frogwarts, so sleep deprived Liz is going to be Delulu with Miss Chloe and Jamie and everybody else, whoever else is in our chat room. So that's going to be really fun, and I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. I'm going to be in my stitchy spot here, stitching with my friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. The week after that is gonna be recovery, and you know, whatever I stitch on, I stitch on. So yeah, a lot faster than what I thought it was gonna be. I have been watching whip parades Do I have a list of who I've been watching? No, off the top of my head. Sarah, the redneck bifocal stitcher. Go watch her Whip Parade. It is amazing. I watched Miss Chloe's Whip Parade. I watched Jen Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, her Whip Parade. I watched... Who did I watch the other day? Subpar Stitches. They were new to me. Adelaide Stitches. She is a new Flosstuber. She's an Aussie. I'm trying to think who else I've watched. I've watched a lot. I've watched a lot of Whip Parades and I cannot remember names off the top of my head. So Whip Parade season is my favorite season on Flosstube. I love watching everybody's whips. I've added so many to my wish list. Not that I need them, but they're added. So that's fun. But yeah, that's all I've got. I'm not going to drag it out because poor Ross is sick and he needs to edit this. So thank you so much for making it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!